Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Elden Ring, let's start a new account with a Sarafa cosplay. I'm not going to play this one beyond this video. I just had something that I was curious about. I was playing my Argo build, and I got a twin blade. It was my first twin blade, I think, in the game. And I tried it out, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's kind of like a spear, but it doesn't really seem like Argo. So I thought I would make a Sarafa character real quick. And I was wondering, how quickly can I get that weapon? So I'll show you what's going on here. So we'll start with the bandit class. It comes with a face mask, which will be perfect for her, for Sarafa. But also some dexterity. Some dexterity stat to begin with. Which she will need to equip the twin blade. And then for the character model, I just went for a very basic kind of build. Just kind of pick the hairstyle and the hair color and the skin color. Maybe I'll work on that later. Eye color too. I think like golden eyes. Yeah, but it ended up taking a little over 2 hours. To get that kind of, I don't know, overpowered weapon, you could say. Or like a weapon you could even use to endgame or in New Game Plus. But yeah, I just wanted to see, like, one of the things I'm most curious about is, like, what is this game going to be like in, you know, second, third, or beyond playthroughs? Because the first playthrough, it's going to be, you know, going through the world and, you know, being surprised and impressed with everything. But then future playthroughs, I think, are going to center more on builds. Putting together the character that you want to put together. And so whereas before, you know, the world, it's definitely a positive, you know, to go through. And then, you know, feel the wonder and all that. Would it be a negative in future playthroughs where you just want to gather stuff for your character build? So this was just kind of a like a test to see
if you can spare the rules,
what the process was like.
You should buy yourself a crafting kit, a crafting essential really. The kit costs a bunch,
but in this case, you know, that nice weapon is available from very early in the game. Just have to use some skips. Gotta, you know what you're looking for. Maybe not going to be doable for all weapons in the game. But with this, I didn't have to fight any bosses. I barely had to fight any regular enemies, even. Okay, and then we will go to the lake near the beginning, where the dragon appears later. We'll go into the basement there. Treasure chest, and twin blade. So in a regular playthrough where you just go through and do everything naturally, that's going to be your twin blade for a lot of the game. But we'll see if we can get a better one soon. Or, you know, I could use two together to dual wield. Alright, but here we're going to go straight to the Weeping Peninsula. There's one thing that we want from here. So we'll dash through these guys. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to play this Sarafa account in the future beyond this video. But I'll keep it, you know. If I finish Argo, if there's nothing else I want to do, maybe I'll come back to this one. Okay, so I want to get this dung beetle here. And this is the teleporting kind, so we'll get out the bow and arrow, which the bandit starts with. That's convenient. Okay, shoot that. And 3 arrows, okay. And poison mist. Poison mist is nice because it can do damage, but it won't aggro people. So if we can sneak up behind, we can use that on them and kill them. Okay, so here is the fort. I forgot what this one's called. but it's in the southeastern part of Limgrave. And then what I need from here is half of the medallion, which I can use to activate the elevator to get to Altus Peninsula. And then that elevator, in my last live stream, somebody told me it was an elevator, and I was like, I don't think so. But they were right. I should have trusted them. But I went up to the Altus Peninsula another way, a different elevator, so I was confused. I apologize to that person for not believing in them. Alright, but apparently the medallion is in the highest tower. So we'll find that. We'll run up. I got this one in my Argo playthrough, but I didn't get the other. Okay, treasure chest. And Dectas medallion, half. Okay, and then we'll go to the third shrine of Marika, I think it is.
Spoken echoes linger.
This is in the northeastern part of Limgrave.
Very well, my lord. With thine eyes ye will wage well.
Alright, get some info there. And then behind this church there is a teleporter, so let's jump in there. And that will take us to the beast, no, the Grey Wall Dragon something or other. But this is the northern part of Caelid. We'll go in here. There's a save point. Alright, our maiden will appear again. She'll take us to the round table. Alright, then we'll go to the Twin Crone's shop. And we will get the finger seal that will allow us to cast the poison incantation. And then, in preparation for the twin blades, or just to use the one that I have now, I can go outside of the Beast Sanctum, I think it is, and I can fight this guy, and he'll give me 1,000 runes, which is very, very high for this early stage of the game. 2 backstabs plus a few more regular hits should do it. But yeah, in seeing that twin blade, thinking that another spear user could be that, I was considering Noelle or Sarafa. But I was looking at costume possibilities, and I was more interested in Sarafa. So that's why I went for her. Maybe she would wear more kind of like royal-looking stuff, or gowns, that kind of thing. So that might be fun to try out. Okay, so now I have the stats to properly use the twin blades. Let's try that out. Okay, very cool. Maybe a little more active than Sarafa. Sarafa kind of has like similar animations to Akeha, where they're always kind of standing up straight, knees together. But whatever, we'll go with it. Okay. We'll go to another fort in the northern part of Caelid, making this the transporter to the Beast Sanctum better than the one going to the Crystal Cave, which is in the southern part of Caelid. And then in this fort, there will be the other half of the medallion that we need to use the elevator. And these enemies are going to be pretty strong, so let's not even bother with them. We'll run to the end. There's an elevator, or a ladder. We'll go up there. Ugh, poison. Didn't quite go off, though. Okay, this looks familiar. Okay, another treasure chest, and the other half of the medallion. So now we can use the elevator at the north of Laenia Lake. Alright, let's celebrate here. Okay, and we can skip the Stormvale Castle by going around this path on the side. Alright. There's a graveyard. Go down the path that's kind of beyond it. Alright, then we'll just go all the way through the lake until we're at the very northern part. We have the entrance to the elevator here. This took a little bit of doing to get to this point. If I had a better idea of what I was doing, probably this could all be done in under 2 hours. Alright, save point here. This save point is going to be important because I don't want to use any in the Altus Peninsula, or Altus Plateau. Apparently, if I do that, I will maybe mess up some storylines. I don't know how far with storylines I want to go with this build, so we won't chance it. We'll just skip all the save points in Altus Peninsula. Okay, here's the elevator that I was told about earlier. So I have the 2 parts of the medallion. We can use that here. And yeah, this was much easier to do than climbing the side of the cliff. Those ancient ruins with the big scary boss at the end. So yeah, with this with this technique, don't have to fight anybody except for maybe a couple of the little guys to get runes to raise levels. But also going through Caelid, there was a graveyard, and I picked up some runes there. That was thousands of runes, so I could also use that to level up. Okay, so here's Altus Peninsula. We are looking at the capital, Lanedale, but we're going to skip that. We're going to go left instead, to the very northern part of the plateau. And then here's this town, Daminura. Save point, we'll ignore that. And very creepy town with creepy people dancing and laughing. So we'll skip all them. We'll go to the top. But yeah, I saw this with my Argo build. And I was like, oh, I regret not live streaming this and reacting to it in real time. But we can show it off here. But yeah, pretty creepy. Okay, and then we're going to kind of curve around the back, come from behind, and then there's the boss. So let's equip the seal and the poison mist. We will sneak up behind the boss. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, we'll get close. And then at that save point, at the elevator, I changed my flasks so that I had more of the magic. The FP flasks, just so that I could have enough FP to cast enough of these poison for the boss to die. This took a while. It's nighttime, as we can see here. But I only ended up having to use one of those FP flasks. Do about 900 damage per cast. And then if I were to continue with this character, with this build, I'd probably want to focus on bleed, and so raise the, what do you call it, the arcane. I actually gave up on the arcane on my Argo. I want him to be a more kind of straightforward attacker. I'll talk about that in a future video. Okay, there goes the boss. Amazing. Okay, butt ton of souls or runes. We can use those to raise levels, and then here is the Godskin Flare, I think it is. Alright, let's use those runes to level up. Let's see how much levels we need. I need 17 strength, 22 dexterity. I have 10 strength, 18 dexterity, so... if we two-hand it, we don't need the strength quite. So let's go dexterity. Let's take that to 22, which is what we need there. And then the rest we'll put into strength. Alright, so I need a few more levels there, but we can two-hand the Godskin Flare. There it is. And yeah, good weapon apparently. So there's the R1, R2, stab him, charge R2, spin, and then stab, and then L2. Cast an AoE black flame spell. Very cool. Okay, so that's that. Again, don't know how much I'm going to play this build in the future, but we'll hang on to it. And yeah, we can see there 2 hours, 20 minutes. Probably get it done earlier if I knew exactly where to go at all times. So, just a little fun thing that I wanted to experiment with. Let me know about your thoughts about like second, third playthroughs, what that experience is like for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.